Welcome back. So I made some adjustments up here to this timer section, the secondary timer section. So you saw it just fired off, and I've shortened it just so we could see what's going on. So we got one signal fires off, and then this thing in the middle here is a timer, which will send the second signal out to shut the water off. So the first one turns it on, second one shuts it off. And the reason I had to do that is because the water's not running long enough to flush all the mobs out. So I want a longer delay, so I had to add another delay into the system. So I searched around on YouTube. Where else do I search? And I found this thing. Can't remember. Once again, I apologize for not knowing who came up with this or who I got it from, but essentially you have this hopper system, hopper feeding into hopper as usual, and they put the number of items in here for this delay you want. This comparator comes out here, and you got this observer watching the comparator, so whenever this changes, which would be when this goes out, this observer is watching that, and it's going to send a signal out. And it's going to send a signal out this way. And this observer is watching this observer. So when this guy sees this and sends a signal, this guy is going to go off, and he's going to send a signal over to this dropper system. So you got two droppers facing each other. So you got this dropper shooting up, this dropper is shooting down, and you got this comparator coming out whenever anything's in the dropper. So it's empty now, and then once something gets in there, it'll go off and send a signal across, which will free up the trigger the hopper, because it's got this locking it. At least, and this is controlled by, there's a one item that goes back and forth between here, and there's a signal that goes in. You could put a button here or switch. You got to run, if you run in a line into it, you can't just run redstone directly into it. You have to kind of do it like this. So the redstone will go into this repeater, which is actually going to activate this hopper, not that one. At least that's how it's working, because I couldn't get it. I put the repeater down this level and it didn't work. Redstone directly in didn't work, so came up with this, and it works pretty good. And so when this, this hopper changes, fires off over there, and it's the signal right here. So this comparator is going to fire and create a signal in this block I'm standing on. Now, what I need is a pulse. So what it's going to do, let's see if we can see this. When it goes off, it's going to be a solid signal coming out of here for as long as the timer goes off. See, it's solid for as long as the timer goes off. I don't need a solid signal. I need a pulse. And I need it inverted. So what I have is, when the signal goes off, it's going to send a pulse through here. This is a solid to, this simple little circuit here converts a solid input signal into a pulse. So you see nothing's going out now, and when this goes off, it'll turn that on and a pulse will go out here. And that's because you've got the signal going to the side of the comparator, which is comparing. So you'll get the signal in, it'll shoot one tick through, and then this will fire off and block it, so it won't go anywhere. So we'll see that. Timer goes off, and we should see a pulse come out here once it goes off. And once it goes off, there we go. There's the pulse, so that's the off pulse. So what we have is this clock over here. This is doing the long time. So this is the amount of time it sits without water. Holy cow. Must be a storm outside. So this is the amount of time it sits without water, which will be a long time. Once it goes off, it's going to fire a pulse out this end. The first pulse is going to go through here and turn on the water. And it also splits over here and goes into this new system, which starts this clock running. And this is the clock for the amount of time the water is going to be, flushing out the mobs. And once that fires, it's going to trigger this second signal, which will go out, and they'll both feed into here. So one will turn it on, one will turn it off, and the mobs will be, hopefully it'll wash all the mobs off. So I need to, I'm going to just stack this thing up, and let's get rid of those. Okay, so we're going to start that timer. Timer went off, and the flush should come out. So the water should be running. Well, it's not running right now, but it would have been running, and now the water would have gone off. Oh, and if you fill that up, according to Etho, I checked his video, he said it should take about 3 minutes and 40 seconds or whatever for the full clock to run. Which I guess will work. We'll see how fast the mobs generate. So we're going to go back down below. Dang it, I hear spiders again. Well, they must be down below me. Oh, I hear a witch. Spiders and a witch. Yeah, they must be right here. No? Right there? No, farther down, I guess. Oh, I know where they're at. They are in this bottom one. For some reason, this bottom, let's get back up. The bottom layer is not getting flushed out. Like this layer here. So I've got all of those mobs sitting in there. Oh. So hopefully, my new system will flush those guys out. Oh good, I've got people falling and dying, that's always good. And they're just like falling down naturally. Oh, the water went off. I put that little light in there telling me if the water went off. I just saw that go off. So the water did come through and flush people out. Oh, come on. Silly witch. Ah, she keeps drinking potions. Oh, and I can't get that experience out of there. There we go. Where's that? So I bet if we go back up there, let's see if that flushed it out. Because that bottom layer right here we're having a horrible time getting everybody out of there. And it still sounds like there's a lot of them. Oh, there's spiders. Lots of spiders. Let's, I do have a button. Yeah, I got a button. Let's take, redstone out of here and see if we can flush some people out. Won't be able to flush the spiders, but maybe I can get these creepers out of here. Don't tell me. Did someone blow up? Oh, phew! I think the water saved us. Where's my torches? Let's see if I can light this up just so I can get in here. Oh, where'd you come from? Get out of here. Okay. So they have to be spawning somewhere in here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1. I thought I had every 1, 2, maybe here. This one is the most messed up. And it was the first one, of course. Wouldn't you know it, the first one was always the worst. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I think that's okay. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's okay. Well, let's see if I get washed away by the water. Yes, I'm going to get washed away by the water. And now the water is going all the way down there. Okay. Whew. Boy, that definitely did not last as long as I think it should. So let's pick this one up. So that's there, and then 1, 2. So I think that takes care of that. And then I've got a 3 by 3 here. Or maybe it's a 2 by 2. Do they spawn a 2 by 2 instead of a 3 by 3? Maybe that's what's the problem. There, there. I think we're okay if I do like that. Okay, let's see if that works. Now I just need to wait. Okay, so let me go down here and wait and see what it has. So far, actually, I've gotten quite a bit just goofing off here. And I can get some more. Oops, grab that. So we're going to wait down here and see how this works for a while. I'm going to empty out this chest and we'll go and kind of get a count. See if we can get a count of stuff. Be back in a minute. I've forgotten about that. If you jump on a bed, it's bouncy like in real life. Okay. I'm still trying to get the timing figured out on this. I did extend the water a little bit, but just... And I had a nighttime in there, so I wasn't getting as many spawns, but that's not too bad. I can have a steady flow. Yeah, see, like it's nighttime, so there's probably nobody up there. They're all out and about. So, not sure if it's, you know, I know it's not going to be the most efficient system, but so like there's nobody on that wash. Probably because it's nighttime. I know it's not going to be the most efficient. Now I'll maybe look into ways of getting it a little more efficient. It is a small area. I am small spawn area up there. But that is it for this project. Thanks for watching. I think I'm going to call it a day today, and come back in the next one and we'll keep working on this area up here. Actually, I think I need to go over here and do something with this courtyard. Oh yeah, and finish this area. So still got a few things to do. And like I said, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful afternoon. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.